Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
No, we changed. Hey, report.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take this down to the 33.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 4. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Dolphins 14, Ravens 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From midfield, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Waddle downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Tua now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage.
Oh, a cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
47-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And a good-looking run there. It's going to take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And quickly they get to the line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Braxton Berrios, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Flush to his right. Now he's into the clear again, and all the way down to the 5. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 5-yard line.
One more time with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.